Do we want to run... Is it Damien?
Damien is the vampire guy.
Do you want to run Damien's route?
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. You up for it?
Yes. That's not a question.
Let's run Damien's route, boys!
Damien! Then I'll link likes him too. Let's take some water first of all.
Got dads. What? This is Steven from Dad Mazan. I'm out front with your delivery.
Jesus. Damien. I want to know what the hell the threesome was earlier.
How do you do? I have finally decided to join the information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'll try my best to understand. Love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you ever would like to chat about the ladies in Victorian fashion, the inevitable of your own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Listening to true crime podcast while I taxidermy my newest specimens.
A coffin.
You take a coffin with you, pronouncing bosom correctly.
A bat.
Foreign art house horror. It's night. We are an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums and the beat of our hearts. That's gay as shit, bro. An upside down cross. I spent a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Alright, Damien, Blood March. Let's go.
I don't know if it's Blood March or Blood Mark.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's the accent or whatever.
Damien seems really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I could hang out with him to get along him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dadbug page and type out a message.
Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime.
I sit there a minute before I see that Damien's typing, but he keeps typing and typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. I'm ready for this. Oh my god! I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter. For as I see it, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me as a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked.
Oh, well, there's more!
I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at this residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll through my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humble, Doc Diva. This is you typing. Points at this. I do that. I love this guy. He's funny.
I'd love to dress up in Victorian wear with you, Damien.
I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times.
Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back. Oh, gross.
Stop. No.
Disgusting.
Can you interpret this for me?
I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message.
I just don't understand NetSpeak. This is not NetSpeak.
Yeah.
This is how you kids communicate with each other now.
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided they needed to do us back into the 1800s.
Boomer Val. So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill, Dad? How will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
Like the first 5 pages that I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Oh, God.
Meta reaches over me and types on the keyboard.
Sure thing, dude. Regards, Val.
Meta hits send and smiles at me.
Well, I suppose that's that.
Oh my god! I make the short walk to Damien's house. Well, I guess you really can't call it a
cul-de-sac. It's a fucking mansion.
It's more of a manor estate. The Gothic architecture looms over the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. He doesn't seem to have one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes through the house as I strike it against the door. The fucking sound of the creaking door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and I take a few steps to the foyer, noting the oiled portraits of those I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me.
Hello?
Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows. Because this guy's so overdramatic. I love him. But I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me. Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Val, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder.
What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh, sorry, there was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked?
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
And the creepy oil paintings?
I like oil paintings.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around.
Oh
The fucking paws!
The dog gets his own oil painting. Okay.
Yeah. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh. He likes the parlor.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of the modern dwelling.
Ready?
We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster.
Yeah. Did they listen to MCR in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, let's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
Yeah.
And this is the library. Ooh, the butterflies. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room.
Me too, bitch.
You know, Val, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought that more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime, and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud.
Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke stared, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
This man writes Sasunaru fanfic!
Game Grumps, where's the AO3 link?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf.
His ninja pants.
That's a rare book from my
Private collection. Damien.
I walk up to the glass display of pink bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive.
Nice bugs.
A rare book. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime.
It's rare people print them out and bind them like a book, so yeah, it's a rare book.
Yeah? Yeah!
I'm concerned I would stick a pin right through my finger.
The pinner's gambit.
Is that a thing?
No. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his darters on his back. Aww!
All of them.
Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now.
Okay.
Damn!
Yeah.
Did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows?
Wow. Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out on a beautifully tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea.
Babe, we're already read your Sasunaru fanfic. I think we're already at best friend level.
Yeah. We started reading your Sasunaru fic, bro.
I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this.
Damien smiles to himself.
What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of the day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they were served.
Oh.
I love Damien. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea.
That's informative.
I need to date this man so I can find out his AO3 username.
For real.
Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich.
It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place.
But, thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before.
Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
That's very generous of you to say.
What's got you so interested in goth stuff?
Well, when I was a young boy, my father! Did he take you to the city?
Sorry? Did you
I
see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You serious?
Of course.
But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Your
Seriously?
kid listens to MCR.
I'd love to see a marching band.
Of course you would, sweetheart.
Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. That started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals, grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and cultures of those who came before us, I think.
I've seen that one poster. It's like, you know, Dad, if I wanted to be savior of the damned.
It's a lot of pressure. It's been making me anxious lately.
Yeah, I have seen that. Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
Mode!
That's so valid. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals. Would be
and to try to live
with those strict
and to try to live with a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly hard.
Thank you. I think that it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Val, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do. I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests.
Forget.
Hearing someone talk about things they're passionate about is intriguing. Quite honestly, rather attractive.
Gay.
Bro, please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated.
Word jumble. Soap making.
Either the soap making or the word jumbles. I don't think juggling is.
I like soap making. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say people who make soap are true heroes here. To watch them work, it's an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for retches, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals.
We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. I feel like I should have said word jumbles.
I mean, we can go back.
Yeah. I wanted to say word jumbles.
Go ahead and say word jumbles. The wumbles.
Let me see the wumbles.
It's fucking eggplants.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, you.
The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate the more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really.
Oh, so you're a writer?
In a sense.
We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. It's so pretty back here. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
You can even see the neighbors
My garden.
In the back. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things, depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferium, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze!
Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. I don't remember.
My loins are ablaze.
Probably the tightest or revenge. Maybe
How
we'll go
art
back,
the tightest
but
is so fucking funny.
the orange lily.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred.
Well,
And that's precisely why floral arrangements is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower?
snapdragons. Because they're cute. And you can do it.
Oh, sorry. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. Aww! He would put together a bouquet for me?
Aww.
Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I really wanted to say sunflowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Val, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone.
Go for it.
Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard.
Oh my
This
God.
makes me wish I'd put a little more effort into the garden Amanda and I tried starting one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle! Oh no. Oh my god.
Garg.
No. Fuck.
Yeah.
That looks right. Oh my god.
Fix it, fix it, fix it. There.
S plus legendary! Fix the gargoyle. Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Val, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
Love his hair. No problem,
Yeah, it's
dude.
pretty.
Everything alright?
Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh no, you don't have to.
Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
You're right, this is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go.
We're gonna be co-parenting soon, you know? Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo.
Hey, Damien, you're here in record time.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time?
This, Damien, you'll have to see to believe.
Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo usually eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness.
Watch your step.
I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and
I
they don't sound
remember.
happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy
I
basements.
remember it was fucking...
We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away at the back of the basement. With him are Lucy and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and I see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here?
Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
The room falls silent.
I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. You promised there'd be wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try to cask of Amontillado? Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that.
I turn to Damien and whisper to him.
What's cask of Amontillado?
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story when a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into the cellar with a promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story.
So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it turned out. I wasn't actually going to leave him here. What was the thought process here? That Ernest would just going to sit there slow? You slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like the 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad, it took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story?
I like the one with the beating heart beneath the floor better. Yeah, it's good. It's so valid.
I read the first 5 pages and then read a review on the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson.
Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands.
You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. Don't see a problem here.
Alright, I'm filing on this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs.
Oh boy.
Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in a tense silence.
So fucking funny.
God. 20 minutes.
Cask of Amontillado. That's so, like, obvious.
Lucien and Damien and I pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily.
I'm not going to therapy again.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. That's a good dad move. Maybe we can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want to own your own car. Can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed.
Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
I love you, son. Oh, he's a good dad.
Great
Pets
dad.
him, pets him, pets him. Lucien continues staring out the window.
Love you too.
Oh. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's alright. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining.
There is that, yes.
It's kind of funny. I'm married, yeah. You're a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been.
I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors.
It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon.
Yeah. It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo.
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition.
Oh, I hate the show.
The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made of recycled bottles.
Ew.
The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
I told you I wanted a two bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to...
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then turned to brick him into the wall, right?
How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me?
Lucien live streamed the entire thing.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly, but diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
Me too, girl. You know what? Me too.
Yeah. I don't know if that was perfect, but I hope I at least got an A ranking.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah!
S ranking!
He's so pretty! Okay.
It's a Victorian phrase. Technically it means winning, so
Ultimately, you've won. That was a whole ramble. I love you, baby.
He gives you a speech.
He gave us a whole speech. Sure do. Oh,
Matt!
how are your feelings
Things
about
about poker.
poker? Sorry, babe. I have to continue with this. Don't trust gas station egg sandwiches. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you've got a letter.
Oh, is it from Grandma?
No, it's from Damien.
Yeah, there it is. Whoa, can I see it?
Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out.
Who's this guy?
I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, Dearest Val, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing, rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only as the discipline of my child, but in the moral of my spirit. And for that I thank you. That said, Val, if you will allow me, it would mean the world if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. He's so gay! I love him!
He's like, I'm sorry about this slow-ass means of communication. Like, literally, it was the next morning. It was there. It's not slow if you're fucking doing it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
He's good.
So you gonna catch a movie with him?
Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book to let him know.
Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter.
But my handwriting looks like two tollards fighting over a crayon.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool!
Will you help me? I need to class it up.
Father, I was made for this. Here's what to do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter.
Oh, that's classy.
Amanda and I hop into my laptop and peruse showtimes.
He doesn't seem like a rom-com kind of guy.
Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil never dies.
I don't know. That sounds kind of stupid.
Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head.
Really?
Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties.
Well,
Vampire
let's
titties.
roll the dice.
I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien.
Hey.
Good one. What's next?
You been good?
Have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. I noticed Joe was pretty messed up. I think this is...
I liked it. I felt the same.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Ask him to hang out already.
True art takes time, Amanda. Oh.
I find myself enamored. Right on, Pops.
Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movie. Great pleasure.
Smooth. Calling it the cinema. It's a classy move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Hard daps. Hard daps. Namaste. And then I sign my name, my full name. Fancier that way. Valentine's.
Is this okay?
Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be over the moon that he actually got just a letter back.
Yeah.
What?
Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes.
The cinema. No!
Now you have to do a seal and put it in the mailbox.
Can I seal it with tape?
That's not authentic enough. I have an idea.
Candle wax.
I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and turns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood.
Yeah.
You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax.
What's the other thing?
Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bowl on its head. Awesome.
Aww. How could you
actually believed her?
How could you believe that? Thank you.
Spelled it wrong in pen and I'd sob. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch.
Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep, huh?
Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy.
I'm not gonna risk a carrier pigeon.
I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good.
I don't want to know if any of this is true.
I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot of the door and go back home. Mission accomplished?
Now we play the waiting game.
The night finally rolls around when I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's... Oh, I couldn't read the rest of it. How do you do?
Oh,
I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me.
you almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for?
I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you.
I'm so concerned.
Yeah.
What's that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon?
I didn't hear anything.
What?
It's just part of his atmosphere, guys. Okay, that's fair.
Oh, my.
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids. Or perhaps Milk Duds?
Let's do it.
We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us.
Ugh, my dad's here.
I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Sour Patch Kids. Lucian, how nice to see
Lucian's
you.
a Sour Patch Kid.
I don't know how... I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends.
Whatever, Dad.
And what movie will you be attending tonight?
My
He has such a
friends-
nice face. I like him.
My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies.
You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad.
Lucian rejoins his friends, and I look over to Damien.
Good luck with what?
It's nothing. My son loves to tease. I wait in line for a little longer, and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous.
my
I wonder
God.
what's wrong. Oh my god. I feel like I should apologize to Lucian for being so unbearably attracted to his dad. I will not apologize.
He's so fucking cute. Look at him.
He's so pretty.
His
Damien and I
eyes.
take our seats. Yeah, he does his makeup really well too, and I'm like, oh, bro,
He's got
you're
purple
gorgeous.
eyes. The fuck?
Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Oh, are you afraid?
Is everything okay?
Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. Am I supposed to not fall in love?
Terrified.
He's so afraid. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. You are afraid of horror movies.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying.
Oh, interesting.
That's odd. I don't remember Halloween Town being that terrifying. I would have expected it to bring sort of strange horror film that I never heard of.
Oh my god.
Damien's knuckles are turning right. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second.
Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. Oh, sweetie. The light
my
stimp for the
God.
film.
This poor-
Damien screams!
Ah!
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all.
You gotta cuddle him.
We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are
You
shaking.
gotta cuddle him.
The title flashes across the screen in buddy letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin.
Awaken my coven.
Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins into the floor.
Brother, is it time?
Yes, husband. But also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other and then to the camera. Grab his hands, gently hold his hands in yours and look into his eyes lovingly. Say something about how the real view is him.
Aw.
Yeah!
Cuddle him. For the Vampire,
Vampire
Crusade.
Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off in the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie as
Oh
dumb
my
as it
God.
sounded. It's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with.
Oh my god.
Romulus, it's good to finally meet you!
General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you.
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood spatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grabbing my hand.
Oh.
I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Blood you.
Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. Oh!
Grab his hand.
Maybe I could do something to make him feel more comfortable. I got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie.
Tell dad, distract him from the movie. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dog go when it loses its tail?
Where?
To the retail store.
I yell at the last bit a little too loudly for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile form on Damien's face. Good one, Val. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few more whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. He would have. We get to the final scene of the movie where Romulus, Bad Blood, and the general's wife embrace each other in the crypt. It appears that the true vampiric crusade was the vampire crusade in our hearts. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the general's wife begin making out hard. What? The film fades to black. What?
He's like,
and the end appears on the screen, but when it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no! Twist ending!
Our bloodline has been pure for thousands of years. Romulus has betrayed us for loving a human woman. We will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again.
More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end.
The real crusade was the crusade
in our hearts. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric love.
Lore. Lore, not love.
Oh. We killed innocents in our hearts as well, just like the crusade.
Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be.
Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater.
Lovely night, isn't it?
As lovely as the company, yes. Oh, gay.
Homosexual.
He thinks I'm lovely!
Yeah, he does.
Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response.
Okay.
No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm sure I'm one smooth operator.
Are you getting a little hungry? We could make a stop off and grab something to eat.
Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner, greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What?
He said he likes hanging out in cemeteries. Are we going in there?
A little bit of Victorian flavor, Val. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. From where?
Under the cape. Wait, where are you hiding that? Don't worry about it.
Under my cloak?
Oh, right.
Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant light and the fine sculptures.
That makes sense. It's pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
What? I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book with the blood magic in my hand. I just have never been good at those. I feel as it's because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films. So I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I have the constitution for them at times.
Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie.
It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help.
Okay.
Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become more comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. I never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. That's, I agree. I can agree with that, bro. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Wishing Damien was real.
Me too, bitch. What is that?
I'm not sure.
I think I know who it is.
It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins slumbering slowly towards us. Its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Woof!
It's a doggy.
Oh my god. Oh, it's a dog. As if, it's baby! As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest looking Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Betsy! Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see... Thanks. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids.
What?
What?
I didn't know you had a dog.
This isn't my dog. Sure, it's not. Found her wandering in the street, put a leash on her, and now I'm walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? Him and Robert having shit in their clothes. In their coats and cloak. The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, a tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur.
They both have magic.
Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw.
Oh my god.
Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear in the darkness again. Damien stares after them.
Didn't know you like dogs.
Damien sewed 50 pockets into his cloak, and I love that for him.
Who else wants more pockets like that?
Me.
I said I didn't know you like dogs.
Victorians loved dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or Maltese.
Yeah.
I want so many pockets in my cloak. I think big dogs are nice, too.
Yeah, man. Dogs are cool.
I do believe we have enough excitement for one night. Let's say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up the picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight.
Damien, it was my pleasure.
Val, if you allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection.
Oh my god.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Oh.
Oh,
A monogrammed handkerchief! He presses it into my hand.
Oh, thank you, Damien. I can't wait to sneeze into this.
The tears or the waving ships?
Waving ship.
I do want to try the tears one, though. I have to.
Okay.
I just have to know what he says to it. I physically have to know.
He's like, yes, I understand.
Oh, even
A
better.
noble person.
Damien shuffles his feet. Aw, he's nervous. I just want to say it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you.
Bestie, I wish I could be like you. I don't have the confidence.
Yeah, bitch. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze.
Your
Aw,
head?
my hand.
Oh, I didn't read
Damien
it.
blushes and hastily retracts his hand.
Oh,
I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Mon amour, meet my pumpkin pie. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up?
Were you watching me from the window?
No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie?
lot of vampire titties.
Told you.
But it turns out Damien is
Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien.
scary cool. Yep, he's so coolly scary.
Nice save, Val.
Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk.
Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though.
How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf?
How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf?
Yeah, our character is just as awkward.
And how can I...
Amanda's eyes narrow.
How can I be so sure I'm not a werewolf? There.
Oh, I don't trust you.
Nor are you.
We make intense, wary eye contact for a second.
Anyway, I'm calling you for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya?
I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight.
That's probably an A date.
Yeah, I might redo it. I'm not sure.
That's alright.
If it's only any. Oh!
Oh!
Never mind.
That's probably the last
Wait.
one.
Simply taking the egg on this one. Taking the egg is it's a Victorian phrase. It technically means wings.
This is what he said.
Ultimately, you've won.
I love him so
He's
much.
so lovely.
Hey, bestie.
Love this man.
I didn't remember the second day. I remembered the first and the third vividly.
Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn on the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't make out what it is. I get a little closer. Oh, okay, so we know
This is
this.
plot.
Yes, we know this, though. From
Favor
the
me.
other one.
Something
Last time I
happened.
asked, something
Favor
happened, and
me.
then I left her alone.
Blah, 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 blah. Plot, plot, plot.
Plot, 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 plot. I made her this.
The best
Oh,
friend.
fuck yes, best friend, yeah.
I don't think it really matters, but...
Gossipy one.
I know!
A little confused, but I think I understand.
I cannot believe that.
It's not done. Not all friendships last forever. Everyone like, whoa!
Last one.
Oh, wait, I do want to, wait, one sec. We got a message.
Oh.
Dude, I've got the runs.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro. Alright. Hey, Damien. Third date.
Damien. What are you
Craig the
doing
himbo.
here?
Yeah. Ever since we had that picnic in the graveyard, Damien and I have been spending a lot of time together. We go on nighttime strolls pretty regularly.
Aw.
He was so impressed with the first letter I wrote him that he insisted we only communicate by post instead of through dad book. I initially protested, but he gave me one of his old signet rings to use as a sealer for my letters, and I just couldn't say no.
Aw.
Hanging out with that goddad again?
Please, Amanda, you know his name. And yes.
Be honest with me here, Pops. Is he actually a vampire? I remember you inviting him into our household that one time, and I've seen The Lost Boys, and I honestly would have preferred trying to see if he could have walked through the threshold of our home under his own power.
Yes, Amanda, I have become Damien's familiar. I am compelled under his curse. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Turn into a bat.
I don't think...
What's the point of being a vampire if you can't even turn into a bat?
Well, okay, I'm off.
Are you taking the car, or are you flying off into the night on the leathery wings of a bat?
One of those. While I'm out, can you throw the garlic bread that's in the freezer so I don't die? That'd be great.
I'm keeping it in there as insurance. You understand, right?
That's my girl, Craig the himbo. You're right.
Damien and I walk along the water's edge, chatting. Damien's cloak. He hates it when people call it a cape. Damien's cloak flutters behind him in the breeze.
It's a capelet.
Mhm.
It's gonna seem like a silly question, but why do goths wear black?
Gothic subculture has always been associated with death, so it makes sense that the style surrounding it would be greatly influenced by mourning. Interestingly enough, though, that was in the Victorian era. Queen Victoria herself mourned the death of her late husband for 10 whole years, wearing black for the rest of her life. If that's not goth, I don't know what is. You know, being a vampire sounds like all fun and games until you realize you can't eat garlic bread. Yeah.
What if?
Yeah.
What if to vampires? What if? Okay. Hear me out. What if to vampires blood tastes like garlic? So
I could. Then you could just replace garlic with it. Maybe I could accept that. Garlic is too good.
I have another question.
Go ahead.
How are you so comfortable with death? You mentioned the graveyard that it helps you appreciate your life or something?
I've experienced several losses over the course of my life, and I truly believe that the only manageable way to cope with it is to accept that death is simply a part of living. It's the single universal truth for every human who has ever lived. I'm going to die, you are going to die, and life carries on without us.
Doesn't that make you feel scared?
Not at all. Without the advances of modern science, death was everywhere in the Victorian area, and yet, funerals were major social functions. Victorians were obsessed with the mementos of their loved ones, even going so far as to take elaborately staged photographs of their dead relatives. The minutiae of mourning was so complex that they were set periods of grieving that were deemed acceptable based on who in your life had passed. Now, we don't have any of that. If you lose someone and end up feeling lost because there was no modern equivalent of those formalities, we need to allow ourselves time to grieve, to feel that loss fully, but to not allow it to consume us. So, no, I'm not afraid of death. I believe it is a waste of time to spend your life dreading the end of it. The time we have here is brief and fleeting, and occasionally cruel, but at all times precious. Just to stare death in the face and live despite that, I think, is a noble existence. Let's save the mourning for the dead. Nods.
Alright.
No, yeah, I don't know anything about Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact, sweetie, I'm sorry. Wow, that's beautiful.
I can see the moonlight in the bay glint off of Damien's eyes. He smiles. We turn to the harbor and watch ships pass, breathing in the salty sea air. I look to Damien again and can't help but be entranced by his charm, his mystery. I find everything about him so fascinating. I lean in closer to Damien, closing my eyes as I do so. I'm so sorry. I have to take this.
God damn it.
Damien's blocked by a phone call.
Keep getting cock blocked.
Damien steps away from me to answer his phone. Oh no, I hope it isn't a Lucian again. After speaking in hushed tones for a few minutes, Damien returns to me.
Everything okay?
If there's an emergency.
Lucian?
No, thankfully, but I must take my leave.
Oh, okay. Is there anything we can do to help?
Screams and cries and shakes and sobs. Dads do have to stick together, right?
You know it.
Then come. There isn't time to waste. After a short drive in silence, we arrive at a rundown building on the outskirts of town.
Where are we? Yes, yes, yes!
It's better if I just show you.
Yes, yes, yes!
I push the surprisingly heavy door open and find myself in a dimly lit waiting room. A few rickety chairs line the walls, and there doesn't seem to be anyone behind the front desk. There are a few paintings and pictures on the wall, but they're so nondescript I'm still unsure of what kind of place this even is. Wait here a moment. I'll be right back. Damien walks down a corridor, his boot heels echoing through the halls of the seemingly empty building. Distant howls echo from someplace I can't see, and there's a faint scratching sound, like claws on tile. I cautiously peek down the hall and find stall after stall of scared-looking dogs. A few of them notice me and skitter up to the chain-link fence, sticking their noses through to sniff the air. Yeah. What have I gotten myself into? Suddenly, the lights shut off. I panic. Unsure of where I am or how I can get out, I stumble through the darkness, my breathing getting heavier and heavier.
Damien?
The lights finally turn back on.
Oh my god.
Hey, sailor.
Mary, what are you doing here?
You aren't here for the fight club?
Oh my god, Mary.
What?
I
Uh-huh?
want to get punched in the face.
Great, because this is an animal shelter.
Oh, what?
We take care of stray animals, and then people adopt the stray animals. Didn't you see the pets when you walked in?
Sorry, I didn't really expect to see you volunteering in an animal shelter.
Wow. Hey, kid, way to put me in a box. Dames, you hear this baloney? Just one moment. Thunder cracks and a door bursts open, appearing from the shadows. I see...
Damien?
Oh my god! He's so cute! Oh my god! He's a ponytail! Oh, he's so cute! He's glad. I'm gonna kiss this man.
Yeah! Damien?
Hey. It's Damien. He looks completely different. No cloak, no Victorian era clothing, no makeup. I wasn't planning to show this side of me until much later, but
He's
I'm not as
embarrassed
goth as you
about
think.
it.
I'm a systems administrator for the IT department of a realty company. I wear tennis shoes to work, and I listen to Bruce Springsteen. I enjoy going to the hardware store and looking at storage solutions,
Aww.
and I volunteer at this animal shelter in my spare time.
You're probably watching walking where you absolutely lose it.
Yeah, I'm boring.
You're
I'm fascinated
cute.
with Victorian history and the goth lifestyle. That much is true. It's just not all that I am, and I need you to know that.
Oh,
Hate to kill the moment here, but there's some pressing business that needs attending to. Oh, right. It's Duchess Cordelia. Again?
Who's Duchess Cordelia?
She's one of the pups. Gets out all the time. She somehow learned how to open doors, and now she's unstoppable. When did she get out? This morning. I went to go sing sea shanties to the cats, and then came back as she bolted. I have to stay here with the pets, so I need you to too and go find her. Of course.
Where could she be?
She always ends up running off to the same places. Here, let me draw you a map. Mary starts scribbling on the back of a pet adoption form. She's very smart, ruthless even. You need to stay on your toes and get her back by sundown, or else she turns into a werewolf and starts eating people.
My cats will stand up on their hind legs and paw at the door handle.
Yeah?
So if they're tall enough, they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You're perfect little peach, Val. We just don't want her to be stuck outside when it's cold.
Oh.
I'll grab some treats and we can hit the road. Damien and I look over the map Mary created for us.
Oh, man. I'm Nerd's house.
Mary, sick pad.
Coffee Dad. Kale.
Smalls.
Kale.
Robert is Smalls.
Dames. Other Nerd's house. Who's other nerd? Probably Brian.
Mario Batali.
Who's Mario Batali?
I'm pretty sure that's Hugo.
Oh, yeah, that tracks. Other Nerd's house can only be Brian then. Shelter.
Oh wait, no, wait. I think Mario Batali might be Brian. I'm not sure.
Hugo. It makes sense because Hugo's a nerd.
Yeah. The ocean or whatever. Shit. At least you're not other nerd's house. Oh no! Looks like we're moving up in the pecking order. Congrats, kiddo.
It is Hugo. Little escape artist.
Should we head first?
Oh, actually, no.
Let's go to the coffee spoon first.
Matt.
I look over to him. He seems concerned.
It shouldn't be too hard to find Duchess, right? She's a pretty big pup.
Mary wasn't kidding when she said that dog was smart. One time, she correctly guessed the winner of the Kentucky Derby.
Ah,
It was a really great year for Bark, Bark, Bark.
girl. Okay.
I don't know. What do you think our odds are, Val?
I'd have been a little bit. My dad once told me, Val, you can't shove raisins up your nose. And that hurt my feelings. I felt discouraged, but I kept a positive attitude. You know what? I made it happen. Ew. Might have landed me in the ER and forced me to have 10 golden raisins removed from my nasal cavity. But on that day, I learned anything is possible if you have a good attitude and abnormally large nostrils. Oh my god, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Young children really are resilient, I suppose.
Yeah, young children. I
I'm
was
so
16!
Let's just hope for the best.
We got this. Hey, Matt.
Seems like a slow day. Matt sits behind the counter reading a book.
Hey, Matt. Didn't expect to see you two today. What's up?
Have you seen any stray dogs around?
Can't say I have. You looking for one? Can you describe them to me?
No.
Enormous.
That pretty well covers it.
Cool. I find strays digging for food scraps in the alley out back sometimes. I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
We head back to the car.
softball field, maybe?
Yeah, let's try there. We drive to the softball field. It looks like Craig's team is practicing. Wonder if any of the kids saw something. Craig spots us and jogs over, softball bat slung over his shoulder. Hey bros, what's up?
Craig, you wouldn't have happened to see a dog around here, have you?
One escaped from the animal shelter and we're trying to locate her. I don't think so. Maybe one of the girls saw something. Girls!
Hi, Amanda's dad.
Hey, Lucian's dad.
We have names.
Girls, have you seen any dogs around here?
There was a big dog around here just a few minutes ago. Don't think she had an owner, but it really wanted to play.
We tried to play fetch with her, but she just took the softball and ran.
I think she ate it, actually.
Just a lot of dog. Here, take another softball. Might come in handy later. Many thanks, Craig. That's good. That's good to have that.
Yeah.
Um,
Softball field's pretty close.
let's try Bayside since it's right next to the... Right back at the Bayside.
Just like old times, eh?
I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, earlier today.
So what do you think? Any side of the pooch?
None yet. Although who knows if she made it into any of these ships.
The Duchess would do that?
I wouldn't put it past her to know how to navigate in rough season without a compass. Very smart. Pops? Damien and I turned to see my daughter.
Amanda, what are you doing out here?
Did you think I just stayed inside all day vegging out on the couch and watching TV?
Oh, sorry. What are you doing?
I'm heading home to go veg out on the couch and watch TV.
Got out on the couch and what?
I have to go get a burrito first. Young miss, have you seen a dog around here? Oh, you bet. I saw a Pomeranian with a bow around his neck. I saw a big old Doberman named Henry. There was a stroller full of Yorkies and a Greyhound, a Golden Retriever.
Did you see a Mastiff anywhere?
No dice. I definitely would have remembered that. I gotta run though. This burrito has about 10 minutes before the cheese breaks down the molecular structure of the tortilla and makes it all soggy. You understand?
I do?
Of course. Have a lovely evening, Miss Tynes.
Probably the cul-de-sac.
Yeah, let's check the cul-de-sac. We drive through the cul-de-sac and everything seems to be pretty normal. Looks like Brian's doing some yard work. We pull into Brian's driveway and hop out. Hey, don't step on the grass. I just mowed.
Have you seen any unusual activity in the area today?
Aside from your underwater lawn. Sorry.
Bitch!
Oh, here we go.
I'm about to fight. How dare you? I take care of my lawn very seriously.
Val, please. You haven't seen a dog running around here, have you? Well, a few hours ago I heard Maxwell barking at something. When I came outside, my garden had been torn to shreds. It's gonna take forever to re-till the soil.
That could be a dog, or a rather feisty raccoon.
Whatever it was, it must have been hungry. It ate all my tomatoes. I'm very sorry to hear about your garden. If you need assistance restoring it to its former glory, please don't hesitate to contact me. Will do, buddy. Good luck finding that dog. She's probably still hungry. Wonder if she's looking for more food elsewhere. I fear that the hours are growing short. We must make haste if we're to find the Duchess by sundown. Damien's looking more stressed out by the minute. I gotta think of something to lighten the mood.
Oh boy. I don't know.
Would imagine it'd be unwise for a vampire to take up the company of a smaller manual for the means of companionship. It would be too tempting to...
A bloodhound. I was gonna say bloodhound Damien.
Oh,
damn it.
Damn. Try again.
Goss to screw a light bulb.
I don't know. How many?
One, Goss are very capable, especially when looking for a dog. Outside clips off in the corner.
Clips in the corner. Damien smiles to himself. I keep reading Damien's directions from a map as we drive around the town.
He was like probably looking for something more to eat, so maybe the coffee shop again.
There's food stuff, trucks and stuff at the Bayside.
We were just at the base.
Mm-hmm.
And Matt said that the animals.
Oh,
like,
true. Like to do thing.
I think I may have seen that dog you're looking for.
You did? A brown mastiff?
Size of a house? Yeah, I saw it digging through the trash in the back. It ran away when I tried to get closer, though. Did you see what direction it ran in?
Matt thinks for a second.
Might have been running east, I think. The pup tore through 3 pans of Old Grateful banana bread. Want to take some for the road just in case? Sure thing.
Matt packages up a slice.
Thanks for the slice. The road slice. This grateful banana bread is gonna be so good.
I think he meant to give it to you for the dog.
Right, I meant it's gonna be so good for the dog to eat.
Imagine if life had an autosave feature. I wish.
You think?
If we keep this up, we'll find Duchess in no time.
Hey, if you like dogs so much, why don't you have any?
Lucien is severely allergic. I wouldn't put him through that.
Oh,
But there's still dogs in my life, so for that I'm grateful.
there's about to be one more dog in your life, buddy.
Splendid attitude. Let us not waste any more time.
Verily.
Okay, east. So if he was at the coffee spoon... If he took off east, it probably back to the...
Cul-de-sac or
Cul-de-sac.
Bayside.
Let's go cul-de-sac first.
Okay.
Find everything looking normal except... Uh-oh, Hugo's front door is wide open.
Oh, I remember. She can open doors.
This is classic Duchess Cordelia. A telltale sign we should approach with caution.
Whatever goes down in there, I'll guard back.
We creep up onto the porch and step inside. Oh, she's so big! She's sitting in the center of Hugo's living room.
So mad.
Like she owns the place. It's one of the biggest dogs I've ever seen. Woof!
Well, she hasn't broken in anything in here yet.
Wonderful. Now all we have to do is get this leash on her before she tries to escape again and get out of here before Hugo comes home.
Easy peasy.
Duchess, come here. The Duchess eyes Damien warily. As he approaches, she begins to growl. She's on her guard. We'll need another plan.
Absolute chonker. The bread.
Yeah. I reach into my pocket and pull out a slice of grateful banana bread Matt gave me. Duchess sniffs the air and hones in on the bread.
Come here, girl. Nice and easy. I've got some yummy, homemade, vegan, possibly gluten-free banana bread. And if that's what you're into...
The Duchess cautiously approaches me and gives the bread a good sniff before gently taking it from my hand and dropping it to the ground. Like dogs like to do for some reason. She curls up and starts munching on the bread. Success! Damien walks up behind the Duchess and attaches the leech to her collar. She immediately notices and starts whining. It's time to go home now, Duchess. Damien gives a tug on the leash. She won't move. Duchess, what happened to our rapport? You and I used to be bosom buddies. She still doesn't move. She's huge. There's no way he could even try to lift her.
Well, this is a weird situation to be in. I think we're literally trespassing in our friend's house with this large dog. What are you nerds doing?
Ernest stands in the door with a plate of pizza rolls.
Definitely not trespassing.
Looks like
Looks
trespassing.
like trespassing. Well, yeah. Just looks like that. Damien, what are you doing?
What are we doing? Trespassing? Oh no.
Fuck.
Oh no. Banana bread.
What flavor of pizza rolls are those?
Pepperoni blast.
Nice.
Duchess noticed Ernest and starts pulling against the leash.
Why is this dog in my house?
Angie! It's along!
along.
The Duchess suddenly breaks free from Damien's grip and hurtles towards Ernest.
Ah!
Pizza rolls fly everywhere. This is bad.
Ernest, are you okay?
Ernest feeds the Duchess a pizza roll.
Hey, she likes pizza rolls.
Ernest sits up and the dog keeps licking his face.
Oh, hey.
Hugo stands at the door looking like he's at a loss for words.
You just adopted a dog, buddy. Where are you guys? Whose dog is this? It's a long story, but involves a large dog who knows how to open doors.
Woof!
Hugo, may I present to you Duchess Cordelia? How do you do?
Woof!
We're friends.
Aww! The Duchess looks at Ernest's face.
Oh my god.
She's from the local animal shelter. She got out and we've been chasing her all around town. Your house was her final stop.
Dad, can we keep her?
Aww!
Ernest, I don't know if we're set up to take care of a... Wait, did you just call me Dad?
Oh!
Come on, please, look how cute she is.
Hugo sighs.
We've been talking about adopting a dog for a while. But you have to promise you'll take care of her. Yeah, I'll give her all the pizza rolls her little heart desires. It's a pretty big
suddenly
heart.
remember what's on the back of this map and pull a pen out of my pocket. Got the
Got
forms ready for you if you're interested.
interested.
Oh my god. I'll even waive the adoption fee since, we technically broke into your household.
Well, alright, it's a deal.
Hugo steps onto the porch with us and signs the form while Ernest plays with the Duchess inside. He sure seems to be happy with his new friend.
I know. You call me Dad. Can you believe it?
Damien places a hand on Hugo's
Cry.
shoulder.
Hugo.
I certainly can. I think this will be good for Ernest. It should teach him some responsibility.
You should probably look into getting better locks on your doors, though.
The Duchess is a wily one, but do right by her, and she'll love you two forever.
Thank you.
He called her Dad. He's so excited about it.
And long story short, the Duchess now lives in a happy home, and neither of us were charged for breaking and entering. So all in all, I think it was a fine day's work.
Nice work, you two. Val, you could be a valuable asset to our team of volunteers, you know? If you ever feel like petting some puppies, hit me up.
Mary, I always feel like petting puppies.
Good to know. Well, I'll catch you
I'm
fellas
just
later.
glad she didn't say petting pussies.
Yeah. Mary starts to leave. And one last thing. Damien's been telling me about you. Glad he finally brought you around.
Oh, yeah.
Damien's my special boy. I love him.
My little meow meow.
My little meow meow. We go way back, and I got a vested interest in his health, success, and well-being. If you ever heard him. Mary. You can fill in the blanks.
She's
gulp.
a mother only for Damien.
Yeah.
Yes,
what
ma'am.
the fuck? Mary leaves me alone with Damien.
Not her own children, but Damien. I fucking guess.
So, about the whole goth thing. I, completely understand if you aren't interested in me anymore.
I am 10 times more
What?
interested.
Yeah.
Am I missing something here?
I'm not a cool goth prince. I'm boring.
You
I own
are
5
a cool
pairs
goth
of tennis
prince.
shoes. I wear dumb glasses. Don't you care?
I love your glasses. Damien, do you really think I only like you because of all the goth stuff? That's all cool, but the best thing about you is how passionate you are about the things you love. History, art, Victorian fashion, dogs, storage solutions. It doesn't matter what it is. You care and it's awesome. And also, the glasses are very cute.
You don't think I'm boring at all?
Are you kidding me? You have time to do that in your free time? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
If you're boring, I don't know what that makes me. I spend too much time online shopping for flashlights. I get excited to mow my lawn on Saturdays. I get cranky about commercials being too loud. I've even been thinking about making my own peanut butter.
Then maybe we can be boring together?
You're the least fucking boring person.
Yeah.
You write Sasunaru fanfiction.
Yeah.
I would never be boring if it was with you.
Damien suddenly closes the gap between us and pulls me into a hug.
Oh,
He buries his face in my shoulder. His hair smells like lavender and rosemary.
of course it does.
I was so scared you wouldn't
Don't
like me.
say that. Quite the opposite.
Damien pulls away for a second and looks me in the eyes. Without the colored contacts, his eyes are so dark and soulful. He wears colored contacts. Why his eyes are purple all the time?
Purple. Jimmy,
I
my
love him.
beloved. May I kiss
May
you?
I kiss you?
Yes.
Yes, you can kiss me.
Does a bat have wings? Thou art welcome. Of course. Ah! Barely. May take upon yourself the... You know what? Just kiss me.
He smiles slightly and leans in, giving me a gentle kiss.
Oh!
Oh, I love him! Damien pulls away and gives me an intense look. Do you want to help me
Pet the
take care of
dogs?
the puppies?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes!
I love him.
Damien and I arrive back at the cul-de-sac, our fingers intertwined. Like a proper gentleman, he walks me to my doorstep.
Mon chéri.
Monchetti, this was lovely. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for everything. I'm very happy I can be myself around you.
I'm glad, but I have one request.
What's that?
Can we keep sending each other letters?
But of course. Damien kisses me one last time before turning around and heading home.
I feel like we are more comfortable sending letters than doing whatever the fuck texting.
Yeah. Amanda runs back to from the window and tries to look as nonchalant as possible. Again! Spying on us!
Mon amour, my little meow meow.
Hello, Father. I was sitting here on the couch this entire time.
Hi, Amanda.
So, are you guys, like, starting a vampire coven together?
Oh, plot twist. Mothman. Damien's actually Mothman. I didn't see it coming either.
Genius. Well, whatever's happening, I'm really glad you two are happy. You deserve it, Dad.
She seems the most excited about Damien so far.
Yeah.
Aw, shucks. I'm gonna head to bed. Catch you in the morning?
Sure thing. I make my way to my room and fall into my bed with my heart full, excited for the days to come.
Damien!
Damien, my beloved. Strokes him. Strokes his face.
Stroking
Strokes his
him.
face. I'm gonna stroke his face. He's so cute. I love him. Yeah, we got all S rankings. There's a chemical. He was saying something. I skipped it.
Why did you skip it?
Because I wasn't paying attention enough. It's the feds. I just like to say the feds.
I know.
It's funny to me. Here they all are.
And Damien's in his little nerd outfit.
Yes! Oh my god! I walk over to Mary, who's having a lively conversation.
It's the fluffy semi.
Annoyed right now. His name's Harold. Loves belly rubs. Always tries to lick our face if you get your face if you get too close. Miss Christensen, thank you so much for telling me a great deal about every single dog currently at the animal shelter. Please tell me about the Afghan with 3 legs again. Sure, Quadro we call him.
That's
It's one of those
funny.
ironic nicknames.
Wow.
You know, if you're really interested, I could probably steal one for you.
A leg?
Really? A leg? Nah, but I could get you to meet them all. We could always use extra hands around the shelter. And if those extra hands also happen to steal a dog?
I'm glad you two are able to bond over cute dogs. Really warms my heart.
Dad, we're having a moment. Hey, Sailor, your kid's a good egg.
Hello, sailor!
Where's your goth prince? You two are unusually attached to the hip these days.
Goth prince. He's around.
Stellar. Mary turns her attention to Amanda. It's not too hard to sneak a dog into college, trust me. I did it plenty back in the day. At one point I had 3 cats living in my dorm. I decided to leave them to it. All of a sudden a huge dog leaps into my arms.
Duchess!
Hugo and Ernest run up to me. The Duchess gives my face a few broad licks and hops down.
We're working on that. Got her in a disciplinary class. She's a wild spirit who runs where she may. I don't mind at all. Looks like the 3 of you are getting along nicely. She's a valuable addition to the clan. If I hold up my homework in front of her, she'll eat it. Cool. We'll deal with that later.
Duchess Cordelia spots a squirrel and darts across the yard. Ernest follows her, laughing. I'm glad he's happy.
He's actually a lot more manageable lately. I think taking care of a dog is good for him. Thanks for breaking into my house, I guess. Anytime!
Oh!
Brian, you made it.
The fucking Hugo thing. Always amuses me. The fucking see you later. I turned to spot Lucian walking up to me.
Yes, Lucian? Thanks for inviting me to your party. Anytime, but I know we had a rocky start, but I'm glad to know you. I hope you know how much your dad cares about you.
Hi.
Yeah. Link's back. My dad has a rough couple of years, and I know that it must not have been easy to raise me alone. He's kind of a weird guy, but I love him a lot. And it seems like you make him happy. So, you're cool in my book. Thank you, Lucian. It means a lot to me. Sure. And let me know if you want me to give you a stick and poke sometime. Thanks for coming by, Lucian. See you around, Val.
As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat at the back porch step. And we get a picture from baby girl.
Pew pew.
I take a seat next to Damien as the last guest they make their way out of the party.
Ponytail.
I love his little ponytail. It's so cute. You know what in the Victorian era they would call benches seedy boys?
What, really?
I'm kidding, Val. But what if?
Well, what if? It's good to see you in your shivvies again.
Thank you. I had a revelation the other day. Val, and I think it's largely due to your continued influence upon me. There was a version of myself that might have been embarrassed to show you my true form, my information technology form. But what you said about me, about my passion, was what that you truly admired, that emboldened me to feel like myself regardless of how I choose to dress and act. Instead of separate entities, they are simply different facets of myself, a 3-dimensional human being with my own thoughts, wants, and needs.
It's my IT sauna.
Yeah, my IT sauna! I love dressing the way that I do, but feeling constricted by what I thought was my own personal brand made me lose sight of why I did it in the first place, to make myself happy.
Yeah.
I place my hand on Damien's and feel a light squeeze. Looking up, I'm greeted by Damien's warm smile.
Ah!
I'm trying to be more comfortable with who I am, rather than dwelling on who I could be to other people. I can't stop smiling. I'm so proud of him.
Damien, I'm so happy you've realized that you can be a dog-loving goth.
Me too, gal. Me too. I feel myself inching closer and closer to Damien. I go to brush a lock of hair out of his face, and I'm shocked at how soft it is.
How is your hair so soft?
Dog
Dog shampoo! You're right.
I keep running my hands through his hair as he leans closer to me, placing a hand on the side of my face. He strokes my cheek with his thumb. Oh, so romantic. You know, public displays of affection were considered scandalous in the Victorian era. Damien pulls me in for a kiss, but I think I can make an exception for you.
You better. That was
Pain.
some Kiki Sasunara fanfic you had there.
I would pay real life money to run my hand through Damien's hair. God, it was really fucking gay.
So much.
College tuition? No, I just want to run my hand through Damien's hair, bro. Oh, bro, that was so good. I love Damien. Give that boy a kiss.
It was the most feel-good route.
That was a very good feel-good route. I love them. Alright, so. Oh, let me see this.
There's a graveyard. Hey, Damien.
Leaning on a gravestone. So sexy of you. Oh, I didn't know you were. Oh,
Shut the fuck up.
Fancy meeting you in the graveyard.
Oh, me with the whole picnic planned? Just a coincidence.
Alright, so we currently have 4 other dads to romance.
Should we stream it?
Yes. Would you like us to stream the other 4 dads? That is the question, because
Or
I
should
know...
We will do it on our own time if we don't stream it. But would you like to be with us while we do?
This is not an if we want to. This is a question.
This is
genuinely
if we are doing
if there
it
is
with
the
you or
interest. If there is the interest to have us do the other 4 dads on stream, we will. Otherwise, we'll just do it on our own time. So.
And we will be doing it on our own time. That is a guarantee. You like the dads?
You like the dads?
You like the dads?
You want to see more routes? You like the dads?
That means yes. Yes.
Okay, yes. All right.
All right.
So then we will continue with more dads on Tuesday. Yes. More dads on Tuesday.
Could we finish it out on Tuesday, you think?
We can certainly
We
try.
can power through.
We can certainly try to finish all the dads on Tuesday.
Either that or maybe it's easier to split them up like half.
Yeah. Depending on how fast we do them, we'll figure out if we do Tuesday and Thursday or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, then after Dream Daddy, I'll be getting to Amnesia because Link put the points in for that. So. But yes, thank you guys for coming to stream. And I'm glad you love dads. We love dads. We love dads, guys. So yeah, after we finish streaming Dream Daddy, we'll get to Amnesia for you, Link. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I'm glad you enjoy dads, and I'm glad I enjoy dads, and I'm going to kiss dads. Thank you.
Thanks
Goodbye.
for hanging out, guys. We love the dads here.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.